This is part 1 of 7 in my beginner sports photography series. And don't worry, it's always part 1. Every video is like a little starter pack, 20 quick tips, a bit of humor, and just enough sarcasm to keep it interesting. It doesn't matter if you're watching this first, last, or completely out of order. You'll still walk away with something that you can use at your next game. If you're still focusing by half pressing the shutter, it's time to graduate to back button focus. This separates focusing from shooting. You use a dedicated button on the back of your camera to lock focus, and the shutter button only takes the shot. So why bother? In sports, it's a game changer. You can track a player with continuous autofocus using the back button, and then fire at will without your camera refocusing every time. It's especially handy for plays that last several seconds, like a runner coming down the track or a series of passes in football, because you can keep tracking without losing your focus point. It takes a little bit of muscle memory to get used to, but once you do, you'll wonder how you ever shot without it. Everyone loves warm-up shots, but the cool down is full of gold too. Players shaking hands, sharing laughs, or just collapsing to the ground. The adrenaline's fading, the emotions are raw, and the moments authentic. You can catch friendships between rivals, respect between opponents, or a quiet player taking a long breath after giving it their all. These are the images that add depth to your storytelling, showing that sports are more than just what's on the scoreboard. If you hesitate with a shutter, you're gonna miss some moments. Your reaction time needs to be muscle memory. And you can practice anywhere. Shoot cars as they pass, people walking by, or even your pet when he has the zoomies. The goal is to make pressing the shutter an instinct, not a decision. And in sports, the difference between I think I should shoot now and I already shot is the difference between nailing the peak of action and missing it entirely. Not every moment is worth a photo. Shooting constantly means that more time sorting through mediocre shots and less time finding the gems. Learn to read the rhythm of the game and hold back when nothing's happening. This will keep your attention sharp for the real moments and saves your editing sanity. Remember, sports photography isn't about quantity, it's about quality and timing. Not all sports shots need to be tack sharp. A little motion blur can add a sense of speed and chaos, making the viewer feel the energy. Drop your shutter speed slightly, just enough so that the subject is sharp but the limbs, ball, or the background blur. It works brilliantly for sprinting, skating, or cycling, turning a static image into something alive. In many sports, the action can change direction instantly. If you stay locked on one spot, you will miss the unexpected. Keep scanning the field between plays, checking both the ball and the sidelines for reactions. This habit helps you be ready for surprise turnovers, sideline celebrations, or even a fan jumping up with joy. Sports brings out expressions people don't make in everyday life. The strain of a sprint, the grimace of a lift, the roar after a score. Don't shy away from them. These faces are the raw truth of competition, and while the athlete might not choose them for their profile picture, they're the ones that tell the real story. It's not just the camera that needs to be ready for the job. Your feet do too. You'll be standing, crouching, moving for hours, often on uneven or wet ground. Comfortable, supportive shoes mean that you can focus on the action instead of your aching arches. If you're shooting outdoors, waterproof shoes can save your day and, well, your socks too. The pause before a serve, the silence before a penalty kick, or the stillness of a batter adjusting their grip. These moments are full of tension and anticipation. Capture them to balance the energy in your gallery. They give viewers a breath between the chaos and make the next action shot hit harder. If you're standing in the same spot the whole game, your shots will start to look like the same. Change your height. Shoot from the ground for drama, or from above for a tactical overview. Move behind the goal, switch sidelines, or position yourself near a corner. Each change in angle gives your audience a fresh perspective and keeps your portfolio a lot more dynamic. Outdoor games often last through changing light, from bright afternoon sun to golden hour to stadium lights. These shifts change your exposure, your white balance, and the overall mood of your shots. Anticipate when the light will change so that you can adjust without missing anything. The pros aren't surprised when the floodlights come on. They're ready for it. The scoreboard only shows numbers. Your photos can show the heart, the grit, the friendships, and the rivalries. Look for the handshake after a hard match, the bench player cheering like they actually scored, or the coach comforting a player after a tough loss. This is the human side of sport that keeps people coming back to your work. It sounds simple, but sports photography is physically demanding. There's hours on your feet, often in the heat or cold. It drains you. Keep water and snacks in your bag so you can actually maintain your focus. If you're thinking about your empty stomach, you're not really thinking about your next shot. If you need to swap lenses mid-game, speed matters. Fumbling means missed moments. So practice changing lenses at home until you can do it quickly and safely without staring at your hands. And always point your camera downward to keep dust or water when the lens is off. A huge moment in sports doesn't just happen to one person, it sends a wave through everyone that's in the arena. The scorer erupts in celebrations, teammates rush in, the bench leaps up, the crowd roars, and the opposing team reacts in their own way. This is the emotional chain, and it's a gold mine for storytelling. Don't stop shooting when the ball hits the net or the whistle blows. Keep your camera up and follow that ripple as it spreads. You miss the actual scoring moment, you can still tell the entire story through the aftermath, often in a way that feels even more human and relatable. It's natural to have a favorite team or player, but when you're behind the camera, your role is to tell the whole story. That means capturing triumphs and heartbreaks for both sides. Avoid focusing only on the good moments for one team. Not only does that make your work feel more professional, but it also earns the respect of players, coaches, and publications on all sides. Balanced coverage gives you a complete picture of the event, and in the long run, it strengthens your reputation as a trusted photographer. The best sports photographers are often among the first to arrive and the last to leave. Getting to the venue well before kickoff or throw-in gives you time to handle logistics, parking, finding your shooting positions, getting your accreditation checked, and meeting any media staff or event coordinators. It also means that you are ready to capture the pre-game rituals, the stadium setup, players arriving. These are moments that often make for unique behind-the-scenes shots. And then staying late lets you photograph those post-game reactions, media scrums or quiet moments after the crowd has gone. These before and after windows are part of the event's full story and are only available if you make extra time to be there. Memory cards can fail, gear can get stolen, laptops can crash. The only real safeguard against losing your work is redundancy. As soon as you leave the event, or even while still at the venue if possible, transfer your shots to at least one other device, like a laptop or a portable SSD. Ideally, keep two separate backups in different places. This habit might feel like an overkill until the day something goes wrong, and then it becomes the reason you still have your shots. Your editing style is part of your visual identity. Consistent color tones, contrast, and cropping, all of these make your work instantly recognizable and help establish your brand. Jumping between drastically different styles in a single gallery can make your coverage feel disjointed, even if the individual images are strong. So decide on a general look, whether it's warm and vibrant, moody and contrasty, or clean and true, and then apply it evenly across your set. This consistency creates a polished, professional feel, and it helps audiences connect your work from event to event. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, the deadlines, and the competition. but remember the thrill of capturing that first perfect action shot. The one that made you want to keep doing this in the first place. Keep that feeling alive. It'll show you in your work and it'll keep you going on the long days. And that's it. Another part 1 of 7 complete. And you guessed it, there's other part 1s that you can go and check. And if you enjoy this video, guys, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Until next time, take it easy, guys. Stay safe.